Hi! For those of you who don't know me, my name is Michelle Greencorn, Learning Strategist with Disability Services in the Office of Student Experience. Welcome to our new approach to the Faculty Info series to make our information more accessible to you. Today's session will focus on dyscalculia, which may be of interest to those of you teaching math here at the university. The presentation will cover the basics of dyscalculia, including what it is, the prevalence, the signs, and teaching strategies. We'll also see a short clip of a woman with dyscalculia, which will give us a better sense of what it's like from the student perspective. So let's get started. So what is dyscalculia? Dyscalculia is a specific learning disability in math. It refers to people who have significant problems with numbers, but still have an average or above average IQ. It seems no individual with dyscalculia has problems with math alone, but also with learning to tell time, left and right orientation, rules and games, and so on. Other terms for dyscalculia include arithmetic disability, arithmetic deficit, and mathematical disability. The media has used terms such as digit dyslexia and number blindness. How common is dyscalculia? It's estimated that between 3 and 6% of the population have dyscalculia, similar to rates of dyslexia, though more attention has been paid to the latter. Though dyslexia is more prevalent among males, 70% of this population, dyscalculia is equally represented between males and females. There are different types of difficulties students can experience with dyscalculia. They include problems with output, organization, language, attention, visual, spatial, or ordering, and multitasking. Some examples include unable to recall basic math facts, procedures, rules, or formulas. Be very slow to retrieve facts. Have difficulty remembering previously encountered patterns. Forget what he or she is doing in the middle of a math problem. Have difficulty sequencing multiple steps. Have difficulty with the vocabulary of math. Be confused by language and word problems. For students with dyscalculia, repetition, adequate explanation, and multiple examples are necessary. The recommended sequence of instruction is as follows. Number 1. Introduce students to the linguistic aspects. Explain the jargon. Number 2. Introduce the general truth, law, or principle that other principles hinge on. Explain the basis of the rule. Where does it come from? Number 3. Use concrete materials and examples, such as manipulatives and relevant examples to their lives, so students discover the proof of these truths. Number 4. Have students talk about their discoveries and how the concepts work. Group discussions are a great way to reinforce concepts and let students help each other. Number 5. Show how individual experiences can be integrated into the general principle or rule. For example, how learning statistics can help a student with monetary transactions, understanding sports, etc. Number 6. Re-emphasize the general rule. Students must understand and remember the basis of what they're learning. Number 7. Show how several specific examples obey the general rule. It isn't enough to say that it works, they need to see how. Other strategies that are useful when working with students with dyscalculia are repeated reinforcement. Allow calculator use. Allow estimation. Encourage questions and discussion. Allow extra time to complete a task. Use multisensory teaching strategies to support the learning of new concepts. Encourage working with a partner to explain methods of working to each other. Incorporate practical activities into most lessons. Allow for the need to overlearn math concepts and rules. For students who require additional practice with basic math skills and concepts, such as multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, there are many online resources for students to hone their skills. Some websites include The last segment is a clip of a young woman discussing her dyscalculia. Hopefully she can offer further insight into dyscalculia for us and how it is experienced by a student.
Hi, my name is Van, and I have a learning disability. It's called dyscalculia. Dyscalculia. Simply put, it's like dyslexia, but with math. Basically. To quote this awesome book I have, it affects my ability to learn skills based on sequential processing. Math has always been and continues to be an issue with me. I'm looking at the end of my second year of college, and my knowledge of math only goes as far as basic algebra. And when I say basic, I mean basic. I only understand basic math. So when you say something like this,
If the number's 1 or 2 off of an easier number to multiply, round the number, multiply it, and subtract it from the total. 13 times 19 looks pretty daunting, but all you need to do is multiply 13 by 20 and then subtract 13.
This is what I hear.
If the number's an easier number to multiply, and then subtract it from the total. 13 times 19 looks pretty daunting, but all you need to do is and subtract 13.
Okay, so that's not literally what I hear, but you may as well be speaking a dead language because I have no idea what you just said. Other things I can't do. I totally can't tell time on an analog clock. I can't spell. I can't read graphs. I have a problem reading lists. I can't read maps. I'm really bad at following written instructions. And probably several other small things that I have yet to realize are related to my learning disability.
I'd like to thank you for joining me in learning more about dyscalculia. Hopefully you'll find some strategies useful with your own students. For more information on dyscalculia and supporting students with learning disabilities, contact Disability Services and Ever Assist 218.